Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. My name is Catherine, and this is Mikey. Say hi.
Hi.
Today I'm going to be filming my 19 and pregnant story, how I found out, the journey throughout, and then labor and delivery story will be. Yeah. Yeah. Keep a kiss. And then labor and delivery story will be in the next video. Are you going to help me tell this story? Do you remember everything from being in my tummy? Just certain parts? So I got pregnant March of 2017. I was actually 18 when I got pregnant, and I turned 19 like 2 days later. I didn't know I was actually pregnant until a month in, and that was just because I decided to take a random pregnancy test. I was only a couple days late when I decided to take the test, and it was positive. I never had any morning sickness, no cramps, no breast tenderness, the usual signs of pregnancy besides a missed period. And at that time, I was only a couple days late, and I always had irregular periods, so I never really thought anything of it. So I didn't find out I was pregnant till a month in. 2 months into my pregnancy, I had my first OB appointment, and they checked the baby and everything. Yes, baby. And at that point, I think I was about 13 weeks at my first appointment, if I'm not mistaken. And from there, they just did the heartbeat. I think they did an ultrasound, or they waited till the next appointment. They waited till the next appointment to do my first ultrasound, and that's where we got our first picture of him. And then I went back at about 20 weeks, and we did the gender ultrasound and the genetic blood testing to check for Down syndrome, trisomy 18, trisomy 21, so on and so forth. We found the gender out through the sonogram, but you can also find the gender out through the blood work. And we got the results back, and they said that he might have something called trisomy 18. Okay, so trisomy 18, also called Edwards syndrome, it's very rare, and it's a developmental delay due to an extra chromosome 18. And when I read up on it, it told me that usually babies that have this don't live. Either you'll have a stillbirth, or they won't live past the first 24 hours of life. So instantly, my boyfriend and I, we were immediately upset, but at the same time, we were trying to remember that it doesn't mean he actually has it. It's just a possibility. So we got sent to a high-risk doctor where they did further testing, more blood work, a more in-depth ultrasound, and they called us back within a few days and said that he did not have it. Thank God. Obviously, he is here. He's a healthy, very active toddler. And so after we got the news that, that test was negative, we could breathe a little bit better. So throughout the pregnancy, everything was smooth. Never got sick. Never had any symptoms. I personally don't think I ever had weird cravings. Like, I just really always wanted, like, pizza and hamburgers. And Honey Nut Cheerios, which I guess is kind of weird. His original due date was Christmas Day. And I didn't want him really to be born on Christmas, because that's kind of, birthday and Christmas on the same day. It's a little much. But I asked my doctor to get induced at 39 weeks. That way he would be born on December 18th, and she said that that was fine. So I go to my 35-week checkup, and they actually admitted me for 24 hours due to preeclampsia. And if you don't know, preeclampsia is basically just high blood pressure and protein in your urine. So they admitted me for 24 hours to make sure that it went away. And if it didn't go away within those 24 hours, they were going to admit me until I was 37 weeks when they could induce me. Now, luckily, when they had me pee in a cup again, towards the end of that 24-hour stay, my blood pressure had gone down, but there was still a little bit of protein in my urine, but they still let me go home. And it was actually the day before Thanksgiving, so I'm thankful that they let me go home so I didn't have to spend Thanksgiving in the hospital. I go back for my 36-week checkup, and they said that there was still protein in my urine and my blood pressure was still a little bit high. And they said, you're gonna deliver next week. My boyfriend and I just kind of looked at each other like, oh my gosh, this is happening. So that whole week leading up to my inducement, we were getting everything ready, because we thought we still had 3 more weeks to go. So we were buying like more newborn clothes and more newborn diapers because we figured he'd be more on the small side. And he kind of was. Newborn clothes were a little too big on him, but preemie clothes were too small on him. So we started getting extra things, deep cleaning our apartment, and then 37 weeks comes around and I get induced. And y'all will find out everything about the induction, everything about the delivery, when my boyfriend gets here, and in our next video. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for our labor and delivery video, and we will see you guys next time. Mikey, come say bye-bye. Say bye.
Bye.